Hey guys, hope you're doing good. So in this short video, I want to walk you guys through the client acquisition that I was $500,000 flow. For those who don't know me, my name is Serge Gatari. I run clientacquisition.io. It's a company that I founded in 2021, July of 2021. And last month we had a pretty cool month. We did over $500,000 in collected revenue. And the thing that I want to walk you guys through today is something that is based off of my success, okay? I was born in Rwanda, didn't come from an entrepreneurial family, didn't come from a family with money. I just came from holidays, seeing my grandpa and things like that, right? And they were telling stories how they used to literally walk 6 hours to go to school every day. Like it's insane, right? So literally one generation back, like my family was, I wouldn't say like they were not happy or they weren't living a great life, but they didn't necessarily live a great life. Like right now, I'm making this video from my bedroom in Cape Town with a view of the ocean and things like that, right? But you know, like my family didn't have this when they were growing up, right? So when I'm building a company, I'm just generally trying to make miracles, right? And I've kind of like figured out a way, a few things that I've really understood really well is offers and client acquisition infrastructures, okay? And in this video, I want to walk you through. Maybe you're already doing 50K per month. Maybe you're making less than 10 grand a month and you're trying to figure out like, hey, how do I go from where I'm at to where I need to be, okay? So yeah, I hope this video will be able to help you guys out a lot. So yeah, let's get started. Before I actually get started, I want to walk you guys through, I want to make you guys this offer, which is if you're watching this video and agree with what I'm about to show you, if you don't, then this doesn't necessarily concern you much, right? But I asked my team to block out 2 days this week to do walkthrough sessions, which, these sessions will be a moment for you to have a personalized walkthrough of what I'm about to share, right? By personalized, I mean we're going to show you the offer, a personalized offer. So let's say you're pushing a short form content offer, or maybe you're pushing a UGC offer, or you're trying to get into building communities for brands, or any niche really. We're going to walk you through how we structure those offers. We're going to walk you through the pricing, the sales arguments, etc., the preferred and best performing channels for your offer and niche, the structure of our sales processes, the booking process, which is super important. You'll also receive our simplified sales snapshot. This is a go high level snapshot that we use and give our clients, and also our closing framework to help you close as many deals as you can as fast as possible, right? What I'm about to cover is more of a bird's eye view of the thesis that I shared in the $500,000 webinar. If you guys did not watch this webinar, you guys are missing out on so much that that I'm not necessarily going to cover it again. It was a 4-hour webby, which was a presentation I did over everything that I'm about to walk you through, right? If you guys want to book this walkthrough session, you guys are welcome. You can use this link or find any link anywhere that you can, okay? But yeah, let's get into it. So why did I decide to build this $500,000 flow, or this thesis? So I first started buying online courses in 2019, and the biggest struggle that I had was sticking to one thing, right? I always saw a lot of people who were doing a lot of things who were successful, and I couldn't really stick to this one thing because I thought that the next thing would be better, right? And the other thing was that I was uncertain on, should I be focusing on Facebook outreach and maybe leveraging Facebook groups? Should I focus on Instagram? Should I leverage LinkedIn? Should I leverage emails? Nobody really could tell me the underlying reasons as to why each platform works and for which offer it is best to use that platform, right? So in this video, my goal is to first cover the offers and then cover the client acquisition infrastructures so you guys can have the clarity you guys need to go and take action with speed, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. So in 2023, one of the things that I shared was this $500,000 thesis, okay? Let me try to see if I can find it on this in this presentation. So I've been noticing a few trends from helping a lot of our clients scale pretty fast. And I've realized that there's really two trends going on when it comes to offers. Okay, the first one is the ability of acquiring attention for free. Okay, there was a trend back in the day where, or a few years ago, where Facebook ad was the thing to sell. Okay, but now with this new trend of, like, short form content, UGCs, platforms where the virality is so easy to achieve, it has become almost more important to be great at generating attention for free than it is to actually spend money to acquire attention. Okay, especially as we go into a recession, it is going to be so hard to sell paid advertising offers, because the only people who are going to be able to afford such offers are people who have a lot of money, who are already successful. But the truth is, how many of those people actually exist? So the trend that I've been pushing a lot of my customers to focus on, my clients, is please be able to help someone make money without having to invest a lot of money. Okay? And I personally believe, like, guys, like, who else is doing $500,000 a month selling to people who don't necessarily have a lot of capital? A lot of people are like, oh, please don't sell to, to pick the highest, the highest, quality lead that you can pick, because those are the people who have money. But the truth is, in 2023, a lot of people are broke. Okay? So if you just try to focus on people who have money, you're not going to have enough leads to actually scale a pretty, successful company. Okay? So for me, one of the big trend that I'm pushing everyone to focus on is become great at generating attention almost for free. Okay? And some of the offers that have been killing it for our clients, and this is stuff that is already proven. Okay? This is me looking at clients who are pushing offers and saying, like, hey, who's actually winning most consistently? Okay? And the best offers that I can, or the best mechanisms that I would push forward are influencer marketing. Okay? Being able to build a list of micro influencers, either people on TikTok, people on Instagram, people on Twitter, people on YouTube, and getting them to advertise your clients' products. Right? This is mostly for e-com. And if you're targeting, brands and personal brands, then short form content distribution is probably the next best thing. Okay? I promise you. You can look at guys like Iman, you can look at guys like Andrew Tate, you can look at the Grant Cardones of the world, right? They're posting so many short form content that it's becoming ridiculous. Okay? So is it necessarily a hard thing to deliver on? No, right? It can be sophisticated, right? Which is something that if you guys end up speaking with my team, we can walk you guys through how to make this offer more sophisticated and how to make it even more valuable. But I won't go through it too much, right? Or you can go in through the webinar, you'll see it. I broke everything down. But you need to be able to not have to sell a retainer and then sell the cost to advertise in ad spend, right? You need to focus on the things that it's like you only have to sell one thing, which is your expertise and your service, right? Of course, the next best thing is paid advertising, right? But when I shared, one of the things that I walked people through is that you can't be focused too much on just spending money on advertising, getting interested leads, booking sales calls, or driving traffic to a product page and just getting a client and then repeating this process. This is not sustainable. This is not sustainable. You're losing out on so much potential by not becoming good at doing other things, which I'm going to go over with this conversion offers, right? But the next thing too that's really working really well is UGCs. Offering UGCs has been an amazing trend. I recommend you guys look into it, right? So become great at generating attention for free. And when I say generating attention for free, as an example, for people who are watching this training, 24 hours ago, I made this two-step, okay? I got 238,000 people to see this tweet. If, let's say, I was spending money on Facebook ad and I have, let's say, an average cost per 1,000 views, which is, let's say, $45, because the business niche is becoming a little competitive, so the CPMs are crazy high. So let's try to do the numbers. So I would have had to pay 10 grand in 24 hours to get the same amount of views. That means that my ability to make a two-step that gets this much attention is almost similar to giving Facebook 10 grand to advertise, right? And to get me impressions. This is what I mean by saying become great at generating attention for free. All it took me, guys, it's 3 minutes. I was literally sitting, I'll show you guys right now. I was literally sitting by the pool. I'll show you guys my story right now. I was sitting by the pool yesterday evening, drinking a little bit of wine, and I wrote this tweet 18 hours ago. Now 239,000 people have seen it, and it's worth 10 grand in impressions, okay? Imagine if you had the skill to be able to generate this much attention for any business owner. How much money do you think I would pay you to get me this attention every single day? I will pay you a lot of money. I would pay you a lot of money for you to do this for me, okay? So this is what I mean by becoming great at generating attention for free, okay? Now, once you've become pretty good at generating attention for free, then the next valuable thing to be able to deliver for people, for the marketplace, okay, is the ability to convert this attention, as an example, this stuff, right, into a community, into an audience that someone owns, okay? Do not focus on just getting sales. You need to become great at turning this. I'll show you guys real quick, 1 second. $500,000 thesis. Okay, you know what? Let me just show you guys real quick. Lucid chart. Because I feel like I have to walk you guys through this lucid chart, because this is the only way you guys are going to understand what I mean. There's a certain sequence as to which you should be offering services, okay? And with the $500,000 thesis that I shared in the webinar, it explains it pretty well. You need to become good at acquiring attention for free, right? Short form content, Twitter stuff, UGC, influencer marketing. Once you've done that, then you need to acquire all these views, all these users, all these leads, and turn them into a community, okay? Which is where this service comes from, of community building. Guys, if you're not great at building communities, and I don't care, it's not just for people selling offers or services, it's for even brands who are spending hundreds and millions of dollars every single month to sell a product. Right now, I could tell you a few brands that have an insane lifetime value because they have a Facebook group or a Discord group for every single person who buys their product. I mean, people buying iPhone covers, people buying bottle brands, or increasing their lifetime value by 50% just from having the buyers, the consumers, be in the same group, right? But I could talk about this all day long. I don't want to bore you guys, but the next offers is paid ads, right? So get the attention, use the paid ads as a mechanism, right? To drive them to a landing page, drive them to a community, do all that good stuff, right? Become really great at building video sales letters. Become really good at building appointment setting teams, closers. You guys have probably seen this trend where everybody's starting to sell appointment setters and closers, right? I have a client who just literally had a $28,000 month in his first month of placing closers, right? Big win for the company. Connor, he just collected 21K this week, guys. It's insane, right? And total month over 30K per month, right? And you are pumped. This stuff works when you use it, guys. So if you're in the trenches, keep pushing, right? And this is like his first month, right? Peter pushing TikTok and all that good stuff. Anyway, I could go over the wins, but it's gonna be too long, right? So my thesis is really simple: get people attention for free, help them get users, right? You need to become like ChatGPT. The reason why ChatGPT is free is because they want to acquire the users. They've gone from being worth $0 to being worth a $29 billion company, I believe, in 6 days. From getting 1 million users. Nobody has ever gotten 1 million users as fast as ChatGPT. And in my mind, when I'm scaling a company, even if it's a little brokey advertising agency, I'm thinking like the founders of ChatGPT, I'm thinking like the founders of Google. I'm thinking like the founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff B. These are people who give away the value for free. You need to become amazing at giving value away for free. I got 200,000 impressions for free because I'm making this video, right? Imagine if I would have just been like, hey, you need to buy my course in order to watch this video. That would have been the dumbest thing that I could ever do in my entire lifetime. By getting information. It's the dumbest. If you see a course seller, tell them they're dumb. Everybody should have all the knowledge for free on YouTube. Nobody needs to buy a course anymore. What people want is to trust you, like you, believe in you enough to join your community. That's literally it. Focus number one, generate attention, acquire 1 million users as fast as you can. Do not monetize. Just acquire the users as fast as possible. Okay? And by the way, I'm explaining the thesis. You guys need to understand the thesis, but the reason why I'm explaining this thesis is because I want you guys to build services around this thesis. I want you guys to get rich from following and leveraging this perspective that I'm sharing with you. It's not that you should go ahead and sell, you need to acquire 1 million users. You should ask yourself, okay, what are the mechanisms that need to be built to acquire attention for free? What are the services that are going to be needed by all these niches, whether that be B2C or B2B? Because they're going to need to acquire attention for free, right? And then once they've acquired that attention, how do I convert that into an owned audience for that business? How can I create an asset for that brand? Okay? It can be creating a community of engaged users, either on Facebook group or Discord. And then once you've created that community, what is the next best thing that they're going to need? They're going to need appointment setters. They're going to need closers. They're going to need email. They're going to need SMS offers. They're going to need a whole bunch of stuff, right? And then you can start monetizing then. But do not monetize until you have a lot of users, until you have a lot of people who've watched and paid attention to you, okay? And then, of course, when someone has an audience, let's say, if you look at companies like Gymshark, or if you look at companies like Alpha Elite, right? If you're into e-com, these guys make hundreds of millions of dollars every year. Gymshark is worth $1 billion or more, and they're not even spending much money on ads, right? How does that make sense? Do you know why? Because they have the users. They already have the viewers. They already have the audience, and guess what? They own it. They don't need to spend money on Facebook. They have their own platform of viewers, of buyers, okay? And this is why I can't tell you guys, I made $500,000 in a month. That's insane. That's insane. And do you know what? I only spent $2,000 a month during December. That's how crazy it is. I know guys who are spending $200,000 a month to not even be able to make $500,000 a month. Like, that's how bad it is. But do you know why I was able to get to this much efficiency? Is because I've understood this thesis. I focus on getting people to know me, getting people to give value away for free. I'm not trying to make $1,000 course. Fuck that $1,000. I'm focused on $1 million a month, okay? Okay, I could go on and on about this, but sorry for just, I get excited, talking about this stuff, because this is the stuff that's making me win. Okay, and hopefully you guys will value it enough. Okay, we've had so many people who push these offers who have been going crazy. You also see Alex Hormozy, who is a guy who claims, and which is probably true. I'm not trying to hate on Hormozy, but Hormozy said that back in the day when he was running Gym Launch, he used to get a 36 return on every dollar he spent. That means he would spend $1, get $36 back, right? But why would he go from being able to turn water into wine, $1 into $36? Why would he stop that to focus on becoming an influencer? Do you know why? Because he realized that if he gets to build an audience big enough, he's going to go from $1 in, $36 out, to being able to make infinite returns on each dollar spent. Let me try to explain it again. Hormozy understood this important fact. He understood that if he can grow an audience that he owns, he's going to get to a point where he doesn't need to spend money to get my attention and your attention. And that's why he's putting out more content than Kim Kardashian, right? He's literally like, I was about to say something weird, but I won't say it. But guys, if someone has figured out how to make money, but they decide to say no to that short-term money, to focus on something bigger, you should pay attention to it, right? And I think I've paid attention to it, and I think it's helping me win out in business, okay? So these are some of the offers. Figure out how to make money, how to generate attention for free, and just figure out how to convert that attention. But when I say converted, I mean converted in a way that people who end up getting a sale, they can keep making a sale from the attention they got in the first place without having to pay for it over and over again, okay? So that's the next thing. Now, once you actually have your offers, now what client acquisition channel should you be, what's your client acquisition workflow, okay? So a lot of people make this mistake. They'll either focus on outbound, right? They'll just focus on cold outreach, which is I'll either DM a lot of people on Facebook, DM a lot of people on Instagram, DM a lot of people on LinkedIn, or cold email, okay? But for me, I've realized that, if I just told you guys that the goal is to get the attention and then eventually own the attention, shouldn't we be also following the same process for scaling our own service-based businesses? Of course, right? I know so many people who will launch outbound campaigns on Facebook and Instagram or cold emails, and they'll be like, hey, I'm getting a lot of meetings every week. But as soon as that cold email stops, they literally go from being happy and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel to being depressed. Do you know why? Because they did not build any asset from their outreach. All they were focused on is, I just need another meeting. I need another meeting. They're not really building an audience. So for me, if you trust me and if you follow me, my goal is, yes, we will focus on outbound, okay? I can show you guys right now. We have clients doing more volume than anybody on this planet, right? Look at all this outreach, and of course it's delegated by the $3 an hour setter that we put in their company, right? But we do a lot of outreach. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do outreach. I'm just saying that you shouldn't just focus on outreach, right? What you should be focusing on is you should also be focusing on building your inbound strategy, which I personally prefer Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook groups. Why is this so important? Because outbound will feed you and your dreams, but inbound will feed your family and their dreams, right? Fuck you money does not come from you being good at outreach. Never. And it will never be, right? Because there's no compounding going on. It's like you stop putting in that one input, the one output will also leave, okay? Will be non-existent the next day. But if you focus on, day after day, you just grow your audience. You grow your audience on YouTube, you grow your audience on Twitter, or it could be Instagram, it doesn't really matter. And then you turn that audience into, you put it in a Facebook group, right? Then I can promise you that you will never go hungry, and neither will the people that you love, okay? So essentially you're becoming the Google and the Facebook. You're not just depending on these platforms. You are becoming the platform, okay? And so when we're pushing, for us, like I said, if you want a personalized outreach workflow, let's say like this client is an e-com that I just showed you. If you want to see the more personalized workflow, of course, just, you can book a call, and then my team will go walk you through what we personally focus on. What channel would we focus on if you're, let's say as an example, you're pushing a short form content offer. We've primarily focused on Instagram outreach and a little bit of cold email. It's been working pretty well, actually, cold email. We're sending out a lot of positive replies every single day. Paid ads for local business, lead generation, and coaches, consultant, TikTok, UGC, and e-commerce, right? If you are on a call, we will walk you through, should you pick an evergreen workflow or should you pick a personalized workflow, okay? Should you go after an evergreen video sales letter, or should you be leveraging personalized Loom videos, right? We will also walk you through the quasi-periodic email sequence, which is a 12 email sequence that happens over 2 months and a half, right? To make sure that every single warm lead that you ever get doesn't forget about you, okay? And then, so yeah, so I won't go into this because guys, this can be a long thing, so I don't want to make it too long, right? We will also walk you through examples of how our clients are literally getting hundreds and hundreds of leads from Twitter, from literally writing 50, 100 word tweet, okay? And then also, as you guys know, I love YouTube. I love creating bangers, right? So we'll walk you through the how and the why/story videos that we create. And then also we'll walk you through the framework. Of course, we're not going to give you everything, right? But we will guide you, consult you on how you could structure your Facebook group and where you should be getting most of that traffic, okay? So now, once you know which outbound focus and the inbound focus, then you also need to remember that in order for a company to create value, they need systems and they need people, right? I see so many people are stuck below 25K a month, telling themselves that they'll somewhat scale to 100K per month and not thinking that, like, hey, you are where you are because you have the productivity that you have. If you need more potential, you got to increase your productivity. You got to increase your throughput. A lot of people's throughput is tiny like this. It's tight like this, right? In order for Jeff Bezos to build Amazon to a point where they can make $1 billion a day, how big do you think their throughput is, right? It's immense. It's not. I can't even close it. You know, $1 billion. Imagine being a hole through which $1 billion of value goes through. It would be insane, right? So that's the same mindset you need to have. It's like, okay, I figured out how to make 30 grand of value go through this, right? Now I need 300 grand a month of value to go through this. Well, I need systems that can handle this throughput, but I also need people that can make sure these systems stay, there's the second, I think the second law of thermodynamics that says that every single thing is meant to, like, we can look it up. Second law of thermodynamics, right? Which is entropy, is a physical law based on universal experience concerning heat and okay. Let's actually just look up entropy definition, which is more of a simple thing, right? So lack of order and predictability, gradual decline into disorder, right? So it says that every single thing, right, is always leading to disorder. Every single thing, right? Every single system. It's always looking to it's always like the easiest path is to disorder, right? So if you don't have people on your team, you will not build a successful company. It's impossible. And you need a lot of people, okay? And even those people, they need managers managing them because they're also going to want to not do the work. They're going to be inconsistent, right? So for us, what I've built for our clients is really 3 things. We put $3 an hour train setters in their company, right? You need 2 of them minimum because you need a lot of volume every day. So if you're between 10 and 30K a month, I think it's probably the best thing, the most efficient thing that you can have. What we also do is we build a cold email system for them, right? What that does is we just get the volume from, let's say, 300 volume a day to 1,000 outreach per day, okay? With just $3 an hour setters, which are 2 of them, and then a cold email system. That does enough volume so you get pretty lucky consistently, okay? And then if you really want to take it to the next level and you want growth specialists, then you can hire as many growth specialists as you have. So we have this client who's in Argentina. He literally hired 34 growth specialists and booked 38 calls the next day, right? And I think now he even got them to pay in order to join his team. So he made like $7 grand before he even started outreach, which is pretty crazy, right? So my law, I have this law which says that volume negates luck. So if you're doing less than 500 to 1,000 DMs per day, you generally do not want to succeed, okay? So it's pretty simple. Pick the right offer, attention offer and conversion offer. You can also mix them so they're more valuable. Pick 1 or 2 outreach channels, right? You don't want to pick 4. You won't succeed if you do that, okay? And then I need you to focus on outbound. I also need you to focus on inbound. Why? Because we're not selfish, guys. We don't just want to feed ourselves and just be the only ones driving Porsches. We need every single person that we love to have the ability to drive their dream car, to come to Cape Town and drink wine looking at this beautiful sunset, okay? If you're selfish, cool, then just focus on outbound. But if you're like me, if you're my twin, and you love abundance and you love love and you want to take care of the people you love, then inbound is also what you need to focus on. Once you have these acquisition channels picked, hire people and build the systems that are automated to get your attention every single day. Grant Cardone said something which was probably the most important thing, which is obscurity is the reason why most businesses fail. If you right now you're broke and you didn't make 20 grand today, it's because not enough people know about you, right? So you need to scale your attention, and outreach is a way to get attention, is a way to advertise yourself, right? Which is more cost effective. Okay. Now, I don't want to go into too much. I don't want to go longer in this thing because this video is already pretty long. But this is, this is a walkthrough. Like once someone actually books a call, what should they be receiving? It's like a sequence of what they should be receiving. If you book a call with my team, they'll be able to walk you through this, maybe even give you the templates, okay? And once you've closed the deal, then you also need to build a system where there is the paid invoice, there's a sign agreement, there is a fill out in onboarding, there's a book onboarding call funnel, there's a thank you video, and then there's a link to join Slack or Discord if you have plans on there, right? And then yeah, so I'm just showing you guys how you can standardize your backend so you can actually scale. Okay, this wasn't necessarily part of the scaling acquisition stuff, but if your backend is messed up, then I promise you that you'll never be able to scale. Okay, so I'll try to I'm gonna stop this video here. Again, if you are interested, book a call with my team. But if you don't want to book a call with my team, then go watch this webinar. It's a 4-hour training that goes over all this stuff that I shared here. It's 77 pages, and we also did a Q&A at the end, which was really good. I shared everything, guys. I shared more than I should have. We're going to walk you through the short form content stuff. We're going to walk you through the get rich for sure flywheel versus the old way of doing it. Yeah, guys, I'm really excited for you guys to be watching this training. And yeah, hopefully this was valuable for you guys. But please, please, please focus on the right offer, and make sure with your client acquisition you focus on outbound and inbound, and you also have a team. If you have the right offer, leveraging trends, and the most important trend is get people attention almost for free and help them build a community. If you can do those things, if you can offer those things, if you were to even offer those things to me, I would buy it. That's how good these offers are. Okay, have the right offers, have outbound and inbound running, and also have your client acquisition team and the systems ready. Okay, and yeah, that's how we're helping our clients killing it every single day, right? We just made 28 grand in a week, right? It's non-stop, right? Same thing, we have RVAs also killing it for our clients, right? You have the wins channel, you have appointment setting booked in real estate and fitness and e-com, SaaS, other e-com clients, right? More SaaS, more coaches and consultants calls booked, right? Clients closed in, I think this is e-com again, swimwear, e-com. So it's like we've done this, we've done it over and over again. If you're interested in scaling and achieving and making videos from your bedroom, book a call with my team. And again, love y'all. Please, I don't come from nothing, but I personally come from nothing because I don't come from wealth. And I've been able to do some amazing things by understanding what I just shared, or what I actually shared in the $500,000 webinar. Okay, you owe it to yourself to experience what financial freedom gives you, right? I'm not special, guys. Like 2 years I was making $2,000 a month, right? $2,000 a month, guys. And 2 years later I'm making $500,000 a month. Oh my God, like, I can't even describe it. Okay, but again, please use me as proof that it's possible, that for whatever you're chasing, it's possible. It's possible. Okay. So yeah, book a call and let my team give you a walkthrough personalized to your offer. If you have any questions around any offer that I mentioned, they'll be able to also guide you on how it could work for you. And if you're already making good money, then still book a call and see how a growth team can help you, and how leveraging audiences and building communities can also help you get to the next level. Bye-bye.